Next on Worcester News tonight, a warning after several drownings across the state this week, stressing the importance of water safety. Plus, providing free lunch for Worcester's youth. Friendly House is working to keep kids healthy this summer. But first, tragedy in a central Massachusetts waterway. For the second time in as many days, a person has drowned. Good evening, I'm Olivia Lemon. This time, a kayaker went under the water at Dorothy Pond in Millbury. Dive crews recovered his body a short time ago. Alicia Palumbo has the story.
Relatives say two men who are cousins were out on a kayak here on Dorothy Pond and Millbury this afternoon, searching for a tackle box they had lost here while fishing yesterday. Officials say one of the men dove into the water to try to find the tackle box, while the other man stayed in the kayak. But when the man who dove in didn't resurface, his cousin became nervous and dove in after him, frantically searching for him before running to get help at a nearby apartment where he lives. Several area fire and police departments responded, and the District 7 dive team was dispatched. About an hour later, shortly before 3 p.m., one of the divers located the missing man's body, and he was recovered from the pond. The victim's aunt and uncle tell us he was about 40 years old and a father of 3 young children. They say their son was so distraught he couldn't find his cousin. He began having seizures and was taken away in an ambulance as well.
And he didn't come back up, so my stepson dived in after him. Couldn't find him, come up. Knocked on a neighbor's door to get help. And this is as good as it gets.
He could have gotten lost underneath there. He could have just been displaced because of the poor visibility, is my thoughts. It's very dark down there, you can't see anything.
We recovered the victim approximately 50 minutes from the time we were notified. He was found 110 feet from shore. We had a total of 8 divers, 8 support staff from multiple communities within the Millbury area that responded.
The victim's name is not being released pending notification of next of kin. His cousin remains in the hospital, according to relatives, but is expected to be okay. In Millbury, Alicia Palumbo, Worcester News Tonight.
And with the recent stretch of hot weather, many people are tempted to cool off in the water. And while swimming can be fun, it can also lead to a dangerous situation. The Worcester JCC offers swim lessons and says they could be crucial to saving a life. Our Roslyn Flaherty joins us now with more. Roslyn?
Olivia, they teach people how to be safe and comfortable around the water to prevent a tragedy. A tragic week in the water. Across Massachusetts, several reported drownings, including the death of a 13-year-old boy in Worcester. Experts say whether you're in a pool or pond, the water can be dangerous.
Making sure that every child can swim safely. Plus, when they get older, to have fun with their friends, and parents can be a little less stressed about their kids swimming.
At the Worcester JCC, Aquatics Director Kelly Sampson says they teach swimming lessons year-round and start as early as 7 months old with parents.
Teach them how to relax in the water, how to be comfortable in the water, and then we work on swimming strokes. So we'll teach them the front crawl, the back crawl.
According to the CDC, about 1 in 5 people who die from drowning are 14 and younger. The tragedy at Bell Pond happened after lifeguards ended their shift. JCC lifeguard Jack Allen says knowing how to swim is a vital skill.
Especially if you somehow find yourself trapped in a body of water. We do teach some of those more safety-oriented strokes here.
He says if you do find yourself trapped, try not to panic and take note of your surroundings.
If you're near the shoreline, you can probably make an attempt to swim for it, obviously on your back because that's where your body will float more.
Now, Sampson says her biggest advice is that parents need to pay attention to their kids around the water, even if they think they're good swimmers. Roslyn Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Well, we are finally seeing a break in the heat wave around our region, with temperatures expected to cool off tonight, but not before some heavy rain hit parts of central Massachusetts. Route 20 early this afternoon in Northborough had some difficult driving conditions. Traffic was moving slow as drivers experienced those conditions on the road. And other communities also seeing some storm damage. Take a look at this tree on East Charlton Road in Spencer. The fire department reporting a lightning strike split it right down the middle. And this was the scene at the Milford Public Library. Firefighters called in to help with pumping after downpours flooded the basement. Fortunately, this weather has moved out. Meteorologist Tim Kelly will take a look at the weekend forecast later on in the show. For some families in Worcester, providing 3 meals a day for their children may not always be easy. The Friendly House is working to make sure all kids have a balanced meal. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now to explain. Chandler?
Olivia, Friendly House sponsors a summer food program through the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the Department of Education. Any child under 18 can receive free meals at Worcester sites. A group of kids at Loomworks Apartments in Worcester receive a well-balanced lunch for free. It's one site for Friendly House's summer food service program.
We just want to make sure that the kids in Worcester are given the opportunity to have a nutritional meal during the day, during the summer, since the schools are closed and they can't participate there.
Friendly House can provide about 3,000 meals a day in low-income areas during the summer months. The Department of Education reimburses the program for the food they prepare, and Friendly House takes the meals to sites throughout the city in coolers.
There's a lot of families in Worcester that don't have the capability of providing nutritious meals 3 times a day for kids.
Friendly House monitors about 50 sites, including nonprofit Idea Hub. The collaboration between Main Idea and Creative Hub Worcester offers affordable arts programs for the Central Mass community. Their kids receive free snacks from Friendly House and say it helps.
We were initially trying to work food costs into our budget also, and that was proving to be very difficult with all of the other things that we're funding.
And Idea Hub's directors notice a difference once kids are fed.
There's a big spike in their energy for the rest of the day, which helps the program run a lot smoother.
Friendly House has run the program for more than 50 years. The goal is to make sure kids get proper nutrition throughout the summer.
The summer program offers them 2 different meals. They can either get breakfast and lunch and snack or supper, depending on how the site operates.
All meals follow Department of Education nutrition guidelines. This year's program is just starting off and will continue through August. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
2 men are facing charges for an armed home invasion in Northborough. State police posted a photo of one of the men being arrested. They were taken into custody around 7:30 this morning in the area of Hayes Memorial Drive in Marlborough. The names of the suspects and the details of the home invasion have not been released. A family dog being hailed a hero in Marlborough, alerting a family of a fire inside the home. Flames breaking out overnight at a 2-family home on Chestnut Street. The dog barking loud enough to get everyone out, including some other pets. The fire department says a family of 4 were the only ones in the home. Thanks to the dog, everyone got out fine. Crews are investigating the cause.